Please don't.
Good evening. So we are here to do our review on Sandals Montego Bay, Jamaica. Guess we can start out with the cons, which is one con that we didn't figure out was not really a con until the last day we were there.
And that was, we noticed that a lot of people were getting up really early in the morning and putting towels and books and all kinds of things on chairs and reserving them and disappearing. They had signs around them for the elite, but then we realized from the people that were working around the pool that unless it said Butler Elite Reserved, then we could have just moved those towels and had a seat by the pool under the canopies and under the umbrellas.
Yeah, so that was the only con. The rest of the trip was amazing. It was my first time at an all-inclusive resort. And I didn't know when it said all-inclusive that all-inclusive meant things like snorkeling, paddle boarding, what else? Jet skis.
That wasn't jet skis.
Okay, no jet skis.
It was that inflatable chair that they take out on the water.
Okay, yeah, the inflatable chair. The boat pulls you out there. The snorkeling was offshore, probably about roughly half a mile. Which, when we went out, it was a little rough. About 2 to 4 foot seas. You look down for about 20 seconds, and you are about 20 feet away from the boat. But other than that, we had a good time snorkeling.
My snorkel kept filling with water, and my goggles kept getting water in them, so salt water was burning my eyes.
So recommend testing your goggles prior to. So when you get your gear, your fins, your snorkel gear, which is your mask and your actual snorkel, you still are at the beach. So I recommend putting them on and doing a fit test to make sure that it doesn't leak, because once you get out there, you know, you're not coming back for about an hour and you find out your mask is not working, they may not have another mask for you.
They did say for a lot of water activities, you were supposed to reserve them a day in advance, but there was always space on each of the activities anytime you just called the same day to be able to go. You tried room service, and how was that?
The room service was okay. I did request some nachos with shredded chicken, and when I was eating the nachos, I kind of found out there was no shredded chicken in there. I wasn't too disappointed because the nachos were actually good, flavorful, jalapenos, tomatoes, sour cream, and it had something else, and I can't remember what it was. The jerk hut, I like that. The chicken was flavorful, which was by the pool.
We tried just about all of the restaurants that were on the resort, except for one, because the night we went there, we had just finished taking pictures, and they required you to wear pants, and so we just went to another restaurant instead of changing.
The only one you need to reserve as soon as you get there, it was a steakhouse.
Yes, it was booked completely. So we weren't able to go to the steakhouse. I mean, the price of it is still included in staying at the resort, but you just have to reserve a table to be able to eat there so they can accommodate you and give you the experience of everything there.
The gym, we didn't find until the last day. It's a pretty good size for that for the resort. They had a men's and women's steam room, and then they had a sauna that was for both men and women. That's one sauna. How many pools they have? One pool was it?
There was a pool back by the gym.
Oh yeah.
There was a pool that was kind of hidden on the side of the spa. There was a main pool where the DJ was most of the time. And then there was the pool bar that was that had the swim up seats to it, and it was closer to the beach. We stayed in a luxury level walkout room, and so we could literally just walk out of our room and walk straight to the beach. We had a full-size soaking tub out on our patio because we didn't have a balcony. Yeah.
That was it. They had actually, I think, 2 more hot tubs around the resort as well. One that was hidden, closer to the Japanese restaurant or the sushi restaurant.
Sushi.
And then they had another one somewhere. It was by the pool. Yeah. It was a jacuzzi by the pool.
And it was hot.
It was hot, yeah.
Even without bubbles.
The beach, of course, was beautiful. The water was clear. To be honest, you could get snorkels and go right there and see a lot of fish. The crabs do come out in the morning time, and they surprise people because they blend in with the rocks, the shells. And we had one guy
Get stepped on a crab.
It jumped off the thing at him.
Oh, I thought he stepped on it. Would you go back again?
Yeah, I would go back again. I had a good time. Everybody was nice. And they do have heavy hands when they pour the rum and any other spirit that you want. But the rum is one thing that they're like, oh, take another and another and more and more. Everybody was pleasant. The food was amazing. I mean, we had made omelets right there in front of you. All the food was fresh fruit, fresh juices, orange juice, some juice called sorrel, and it was red. It had a very unique taste. I didn't get a chance to ask them what type of fruit it came from. And they had pineapple juice. They had a fruit bar. What else they had?
On Sundays, they had brunch. So they had a mixture of breakfast and lunch foods. The staff was very helpful and accommodating.
We did do one tour, the raft tour.
Bamboo raft.
Bamboo raft tour. That was that was good. We got our legs massaged with limestone. It massaged our legs and our feet, and it left our feet feeling very smooth. I had a pedicure previously going there, but that felt like my feet were baby's feet. For me, for my rough, dry feet, that was amazing. We had coconut water. It tastes different. The coconut out of the coconut there, the coconut water out of their coconuts, tastes different than the ones here in Florida. I don't know. It's sweet to its own texture, a little more clear. The ones here have a little, I want to say a red or darkish tint to them. Those was completely clear. The coconut water there.
That's it.
Yeah, I think that's it. But Sandals, Montego Bay was an experience. Not disappointed for my first all-inclusive. I mean, I hear stories about all-inclusives. You know, when they get there, it's like, oh, you got to pay extra for this, and you got to pay. You don't have to come out of your pocket for anything, unless you want to tip your bartenders or your waiters anything extra you can. But other than that, I would say try it out. You wouldn't be disappointed. And it's only about 10 minutes from the airport.
Oh, and the transfer to the resort is free. Oh yeah, we tried out the Mo Bay Lounge. Had free drinks, free food. And so we sat there until it was time for our transfer.
Get the jerk wrap. It's flavorful. That's it for us. We're going to be signing off. Until next time.